Hey there. Hi. Uh, Let me see if I can make this look a little bit less bad. Raise my chair so that I'm not quite as short. Hi there. Welcome. Welcome stream. Welcome if you're watching the VOD later on that I won't delete because it'll be on YouTube. That'll be nice. I wanted to do this video and then I had a lot of technical difficulties, which is why I'm late. But it's fine. It's cool. It's cool. So what we are going to be doing, oh my god, the lighting. Hold on. Let me open my blinds. Is that better or worse? Whoa. I think I made it worse. Is that better or is that worse? Hi, okay, I think that's a little bit better. Okay. Hey there. Hey, welcome to the stream or the VOD. This is going to be um a video where I, rank Naruto villains. But I really thought about it, right? I really thought about how am I gonna rank these Naruto villains? Because like power scaling, I'm not really getting into that. All these different ways, but I've decided that I'm gonna rank them in the best way that I possibly can by ranking them by how much I'd want to meet them in a dark alleyway. So that's the plan for today. That's what this stream is going to be. And yeah, let me get to that tier maker tab. I have it linked in the description if anybody else wants to use it for anything. I made it myself and it's a little bit out there. It has the 10 tails on it if you'd like to rank the 10 tails. Spoilers, I guess. I mean, I didn't say where I'm putting the 10 tails. So yeah, okay, let's just get into it. Let me see. I've never done this before. We're gonna try our best. Here we go. Okay. This is cool. All right. So I have right on here, I have my amazing tier list that I have created myself. I wish it was a little bit more organized. It is not that. We're gonna actually work on that. Okay. So, but first we should probably organize the tiers, right? So S tier, that'll be yes. These are the characters I would want to meet in a dark alleyway. A tier will be meh, because that's like, it's not like I'm not like nervous. But maybe preferably not. B tier, that will be I feel like B tier is gonna be like preferably not. C tier is that this is gonna be the no tier. Then we are going to have the death sentence tier. So with that, it's time to get into it. With all of these villains, I know my camera I think is covering up some of them. Let me scroll up. Yeah, there we go. With all of these villains, all of these fellas, and here I'm gonna try to organize it so that I can do it vaguely in chronological order. And we are going to start with Mizuki. Here, let me arrange this a little bit better first, right? When is everybody introduced? Oh yeah, next we would have these two. Okay. I organized this like 7 times and then the tab kept refreshing, by the way. So it's gonna be great. that's how you know it's a good omen. That I had to rearrange this like a bazillion times. So yeah, okay. Well, we'll just start. We'll just start. I'll figure out the order as we go. First up is Mizuki from episode 1 and nothing else. There was no filler about him. I'm glad. It'd be weird if there was. Sorry, I was just seeing if my dog's in the room. I don't know where she is. I hope she's not eating my couch. So Mizuki. See, right. So Mizuki's definitely not gonna go in like yes tier, because like I don't know. I feel like Mizuki I'm gonna put in preferably not, right? Because like would I want to meet him in a dark alleyway? No, not really. But I wouldn't be like if I saw him, like if we were walking past each other, I wouldn't be like, oh no, it's Mizuki. I'd just be like, "Meh." Well, maybe that's more meh tier. Yeah, actually, that's gonna be well, but I don't want to deal with him. Yeah, I'm gonna keep him in preferably not because I feel like I'm not the biggest Mizuki fan. Hot take, but so I don't really necessarily I don't necessarily want to deal with him, but I, I'm not nervous, so I'm gonna go with, or maybe we should. No, that is gonna be meh. Actually, I'm moving it up. I'm officially moving him up to meh. Because I think preferably not is for more like actual annoyances. I don't think Mizuki would really even like talk to me. So next we have these two dudes from the Land of Waves arc. I can't remember their names or if they have names. I'm a fake fan, but they're, those two dudes who attacked Team 7. So, right, this is where it gets more complicated from like a would you want to meet them in a dark alleyway standpoint, because these guys, right, these guys are like if you can hear things in the background, no, you can't. Um, these guys are like hired like assassins, not they're only like tuning level, so not particularly good ones. But I think just the fact that you're running into them is a bad sign because somebody might want to assassinate you. So I feel like with them, it's a little bit more rough. And also, like, keeping in mind that, like, I am not Sasuke, so I probably would just get poisoned if they were sent to assassinate me. But, that's filling in a lot of gaps. That's making some guesses that we don't necessarily know because maybe they're just, like, on their way to the grocery store, I guess? I don't know. I think I'm gonna put both of them together. I don't know why I even included them separately. In preferably not, because I wouldn't want to because it could be a bad sign. However, it's not like if they were just going to the grocery store, then that would be fine. So we're gonna go ahead and put them in preferably not. And then moving on to the rest of Land of Waves, I'm gonna move up to the front, right? The top, I guess, is what that would be called, so that we can sort them again in very, very vague order. So next up, we have Zabuza and Haku and Gato, I guess. These guys are gonna sort separately though. So starting with Haku, I feel like Haku's pretty nice. I mean, Naruto like ran into Haku in the woods that one time, and like Haku was just kind of like chilling, like they just kind of talk to each other. So I feel like in most cases, running into Haku would not be a big deal. I don't know if I'm necessarily going with yes, all caps on this one. Um, but I think I have to add another tier because I think Haku is above meh, but I don't know if I'd go all the way to yes, all caps because again, it's a case of like I feel like we just wouldn't talk. So like it's not necessarily exciting. It's just kind of like, walking by each other, um, and that's it. So I'm gonna go with sure. This will be the sure tier, and I'm gonna put Haku in the sure tier because, like I said, not like that would be kind of cool, but not like crazy hype because again, probably it's not like you're gonna actually hang out afterwards. You're not gonna be buddies. It'll just be like passing by calmly. I adjusted the colors too. So next up is Zabuza. this is where it gets a little bit complicated again for like the same reason it did with these two, because you have to wonder like, are you the bridge builder? You know what I mean? Like, are you running into Zabuza as like a target or as just like a dude? Because if you assume, I think probably it makes the most sense to assume that you're running into him as just like a regular guy. So if you're doing that, then like, hmm. I don't know. I think I might actually put Zabuza in the same category on account of like, because I don't think it's like running into Zabuza is like horrifying enough to be no, but I do think that once again it could mean bad things for you if the implication is that someone is trying to assassinate you, right? So that's where I'm gonna put Zabuza for now, but I might move him because it does feel a little bit weird to have these three in the same category, but it's fine. Gato, I feel like is a bad sign. Like, I think he might be the first no. Because like, he's not that strong on his own, but I don't know. I feel like I just wouldn't want to cross paths with the dude. Like, I don't want to get involved in all the Gato nonsense. So, like, I think he might be my first no. I kind of, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna put him in no. So now we have the Land of Waves finished, and we're gonna go ahead and move on to tuning exams. I'm gonna try to move all of them to the top here for the sake of organization. Yep, all these dudes, these guys as well. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah, okay. So next up, I have Gara. We can start with Gara. Now, okay. In terms of how much you want to meet Gara in a dark alleyway, it depends so much on the version of Gara, right? Because like Shippuden and beyond Gara, like he's just a chill dude. He's gonna like wave to you. No, he's not gonna wave to you, but he's gonna be calm and polite dude. He's the Kazekage, like he's doing good. He's just a chill guy. But in part one, when he's like an antagonist, because this is tuning exams Gara, because that's the time when he's like against everybody. That Gara, I think I'm gonna put in death sentence because he does have a habit of just like killing people. And like sometimes it's for a reason. Like Dosu, I mean, that's basically self-defense. But sometimes you're just like a person walking by, like in the spectators in the oh, didn't he? I feel like he did that during the third round. But in any case, sometimes you're just like living your life, and this version of Gara just goes into murder mode. So we're gonna put Gara in death sentence. So I'm sorry, Gara. I love Gara. He's great. Then there's this guy. I'm not even gonna Google his name. But the dude who does the clones in the tuning exams. Um, I would not want to run into him in an alleyway because I prefer to uh forget that he exists because I didn't like that part of the tuning exam. So he annoys me. He's going into preferably not. Then we have Dosu, Zaku, and Keen. They're gonna be in a similar place probably. But I haven't decided what tier I could put them into. Hmm. It's difficult to decide. Because on one hand, they're all like they're not like overly violent most of the time, I think. Like I'm obviously not death sentence. I'm not excited about it, so definitely not yes. I'm not quite sure between a lot of these categories. Cause I don't know, honestly, like, nothing they did was, like, that bad, I feel like they weren't, like, that evil, they just were, like, doing their mission, I guess, So I feel like I should put them in meh with Mizuki. Yeah, they're gonna go in meh. I feel confident about that. Kabuto is going right into no, because I feel like he'd correct me on something. Like I feel like I wouldn't even have to say anything, and Kabuto would feel the need to like correct me. He's just that kind of guy. No offense to people who aren't annoyed by Kabuto. I'm somewhat annoyed by Kabuto. Very annoyed in Shippuden, but somewhat annoyed. It's alright. But yeah, no, I'm putting him in no because like I said, I think he'd try to like correct me on something. Next are these two. One of them is Yoroi, one of them is Misumi, maybe? I don't know. I can't remember exactly what the other one's name is, but it's something. And one of them's Yoroi. I don't know which. I actually can't remember which of them is which in the fight either. It's Sasori Zakatsuki ring all over, really. So, with that being said, I'm just gonna put them together. They're a pair, they're one person. And yeah, they are one entity now. So, the combined entity of these two dudes, one of which is Yoroi, they're kind of like I feel like they're kind of like Dosu, Zaku, and Keen, but for some reason I want to rank them lower. Well, because the one dude can also do I forget which one, but one of them can like make his body get all like stretchy, which honestly just seems like it would be disturbing. So it's like I kind of, that sounds kind of gross. Yeah, I'm putting them in preferably not because they I don't know. I don't know. I'm making this up as I go. This is the weirdest tier list I've ever created, but I do want to do another one for Boruto at some point. Which is also why there are no Boruto villains on this list because I want to do a sequel to this video, but for Boruto villains. Anyway, now we're on to Orochimaru, the first like big villain, you know. And Orochimaru. Okay, so obviously he's either in no all caps or death sentence, but I don't know which it's gonna be because Orochimaru wouldn't just like kill you. Like Orochimaru wants to like kidnap and experiment on people or whatever. So yikes to that. So like it's a no, and I think it's more of a no than Gato and Kabuto. But I don't know if it's necessarily a death sentence. We're gonna add a row below death sentence that is hmm, can't believe you wouldn't want to be experimented on by Orochimaru. Me neither. I don't know what to call this tier. I'm gonna call it like basically death sentence. And I need to keep with the colors. I need to stick with the colors. And this is where we're gonna put Orochimaru because I don't think it's a death sentence, but I think it is basically a death sentence. So there we go. That's where Orochimaru goes. Slander. I'm sorry for insulting. Well, I didn't really insult him. I just said I wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alleyway. Don't worry, Orochimaru. He's just a little bit of a suspicious guy. Slander. I apologize for the slander. Next I have the sound 4.5, 5-ish. Technically I think I have there being 6 of them. Because I put Sakon and Yukon as two separate people for some reason. And we're gonna sort these guys when I find all of them. Here he is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so next we have these guys. And Jirobo, I feel like most of them are going to end up in pretty similar places. Jirobo is like, I don't know, he's like all of them, honestly, they're fine. Like, I they're fine. I think that, uh, I think that probably I'm gonna go meh for Jirobo and Tayuya because they're just like whatever. Like I nothing is gonna happen either way. Who cares? I think I'm gonna go preferably not for Kidomaru because I think he'd look really creepy in real life because he's like a spider dude. I don't know. Don't want to do Um, Sakon and Yukon. I'm putting in preferably not for the same reason. I think they'd creep me out. Slur or something. I mean, honestly, I feel like you could probably say this about many of them because they're all just like 14 or whatever. they're just they're just edgy 14-year-olds, really. um, then Kimimaro on one hand I think could also be gross for the same reason that I put like Kidomaru and Sakon and Yukon in this tier. But I feel like Kimimaro would also be the most polite of all of them. So that maybe bumps him up a tier. Yeah, he'll be bumped up to meh tier purely because I think he'd be polite. And with the others, it's a little bit like running into like a group of eighth graders. Oh, I shouldn't have made. Now I want to move all of them down because I made that comparison. Oh God, that's that's honestly that's its own kind of death sentence. Okay, I think I think that's good. I think I'm feeling okay about this. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go on to Kurama because I don't know. I don't have a better place to put him. He's like I know like people don't usually include him in like villain tier lists, but he is kind of like an antagonist in part one and Shippuden before the KCM2 and stuff. So I included him. Kurama. He's gotta hang out. Don't want to exclude my silly dude. So this one just raises a lot of questions because okay, so I feel like I don't even know how I'd feel because okay, looking at this logically, right? When not ah like when would he just be like destroying stuff? Because I was gonna say in the Nine Tails attack that was like Obito's fault. But when he's like villain version, he also doesn't like people and maybe would just be like destroying stuff anyway. I'm not entirely sure, or maybe just trying not to get sealed. I don't really know. Because just from the potential destruction, like I feel like if I ran into Kurama in a secluded alleyway, it would probably like the buildings would just collapse. So that's like once again just a different kind of death sentence. But it also raises a lot of questions of like what even would be his motivation here, which really okay. I'm gonna add another category above meh. Okay, that is just many question marks because I know I put him on. Oh, it got messed up. I know I put him on this tier list, but I don't know what it means. I do not know what this scenario is or what it means. So I'm gonna adjust the colors again because I would like to keep it looking pretty. Okay. All right, here we go. We're back to pretty colors, moving into Shippuden. Man, this stream's gonna be way shorter than I thought it was gonna be. I've only been live for like 25 minutes. Oh boy, this is fine. Um, okay. So next, for Shippuden, we have oh, notice he's in on the tier list. Where would Sasuke rank? Sasuke, okay, I didn't include Sasuke for a couple of reasons, but I will say where I would rank Sasuke. Um, okay. So assuming that this is Sasuke who like this is the Sasuke who fought Naruto at the end of Shippuden, that Sasuke I feel like would hmm, would probably go in meh or sure, because I don't like Sasuke was never really into like killing random people, like even at his most villainous. And like I have no association with like Danzo. So I don't think Sasuke has any reason to like be particularly angry. So, I do feel like Sasuke would probably go in meh um at his most morally dubious. And other versions of Sasuke would probably be higher, just depending on the Sasuke. So yes, now on to me trying to find Sasori. Here it is. Okay, Datara and Sasori. Datara is gonna be my first one, and yes, because this is my tier list and I can do what I want. And Datara, he's kind of like we're kind of the same person, me and Datara. So yeah, no, he's an artist. I respect that about Datara, and no one can tell me otherwise. So he's going in yes. Sasori. Now I should have put Sasori on her twice, and I realized that when I was organizing them because Sasori in like weird scorpion puppet Sasori, I feel like would be a totally different tier than hot Sasori. Because weird scorpion puppet Sasori is just scary looking. Like I would not want to run into that thing. That's like a horror movie. But like human Sa I know he's not a human, but like human puppet Sasori is just like looks more just like a dude. So like he would be fine. Probably. Um Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna put Saucery in. Are you implying Scorpion Saucery is it hot? Yes. Yes, I am. I know that's a really hot take, but absolutely. Um, so Saucery, we're gonna go ahead and put. I'm gonna even him out into meh because I feel like weird Saucery would probably go in probably not. And well, no, but then regular saucer would go meh. I'm going by the picture because in the picture I have regular saucer. He's going into meh. He's fine. I know he like turns people into puppets sometimes or whatever, but like I would make a pretty trash puppet, so who cares? Ooh, Kisame. Mm, I don't know how I'm feeling about Kisame. He's a little bit violent. He's also a shark person, which is kind of weird. Uh, hmm. Kisame. Yeah, Kisame I'm putting in preferably not. Now on to Itachi. Itachi is a little bit complicated, and I'll move the next two up here while I'm talking about Itachi. Because if Itachi is just like Itachi's very like mission focused, right? So I feel like probably I honestly am like I'm tempted to put Itachi in sure because I think it is a Haku situation. I think it's like I don't think Itachi's like dangerous to run into in a dark alleyway, unless you, like, are a very specific person or it's part of, like, a mission or something. But I also don't think that, you would just, like, walk by each other and everything would be fine and no one would talk about it again. Because Itachi, like, this isn't part of his, like, his job. So we're gonna yeah, actually, I'm putting Itachi in sure. He has no reason to just Tsukuyomi random people. Next is Hidan and Kakuzu. Hidan is going in death sentence. I think, of all the Akatsuki members, I think Hidan is the hardest to convince to not murder you because his motives are just like he might just want to sacrifice you or whatever. So Hidan, I feel like is dangerous. I don't want to be converted or I feel like is less deadly to just random civilians than like Hedon is, because he's in it for like money or whatever. But I don't want to deal with him. I just don't like him. So for that reason, he's going in preferably not. Now we can finish off the Akatsuki at this point. Move, no, Hanzo, go away. With Conan, Pain, and Nagato. Hmm. Let's see. Let's really examine Conan, Pain, and Nagato. Okay, Nagato, if we assume this is like Shippuden Nagato, I'm gonna put him in many question marks too, because I don't know why that would happen. And then Conan, Conan's pretty chill. Like she doesn't really do anything like super villainy. She's gonna go in sure. She's Itachi and Haku, same situation. Pain, I feel like he's just intimidating. Like, huh. He's just an intimidating guy. I would feel very intimidated. I'm gonna go in preferably not because I would feel very intimidated. All right, who is next? I guess let's do Donzo next. I suppose, or I guess we could do Toby to finish off the Akatsuki, who I separated from Obito in this tier list. Um, yeah, okay. Well, we'll do Toby next. Um, okay, so specifically, Toby is definitely not going to do anything because he's also like hiding his identity. He can't use like any of his scary attacks or whatever. He's just like goofing around. But at the same time, like depending on what mood you're in, that could be an annoying encounter. Given like Datara's his and Datara's dynamic and everything. So we're gonna put Toby in meh. Next up, we have Donzo, and Donzo's immediately going to no. I don't even know, like I don't know what Donzo's deal would even be, but I'm just putting him in no because he's Donzo. And next we have oh god, these two dudes. I freaking hate these two dudes. I'm gonna be honest. Kikuko and Ginkaku, and I don't remember which is which, and I will not look it up. I don't like them. They're bad. I don't. They're annoying. I didn't like that part of the war arc. They're gonna go in no because I say so. Hanzo, I also feel like I'm gonna rank low because I feel like he was kind of a scary dude. Like he, like with the Akatsuki and everything, he was kind of a scary guy. No, I think I'm gonna put him in preferably not. He's still getting ranked low though, just not as low as. This is a very biased tier list. It's fine. Obito, okay, Obito, I can't rank Obito. Obito is my favorite character. Um, And like, I don't know, has he committed lots of crimes and murdered a lot of people? Yeah. But I can fix him. I can't rank Obito. It's like it's too unfair. I'm gonna add a row above yes, and call it Obito. He's my silly little dude. There's nothing wrong with him. No, Obito, get out of no tier. I'm trying to put you in Obito tier. There we go. That's where Obito will live for now. Actually, who I'm not gonna move him. He's gonna live there forever in Obito tier. Um, yeah, we I can't even. I'm too biased. I'm too biased to rank Obito. He's my favorite. The Ten Tails, we're gonna go ahead and put in many question marks. I have no idea what this scenario is, but it does raise a lot of questions. So we're gonna put the Ten Tails right here in multiple question marks. Madara. Okay, Madara is a tough one because Madara is a scary guy. He's very scary. He's very intimidating. Um, he would definitely be able to murder me very easily, but like, would he want to? Because I don't know. Assuming that it's just like you're just a guy. Like you can't really fight, so that would also be pretty boring for Madara. Like I don't know. Like Madara likes fighting a lot, but he's driven to fight like Hashirama and stuff like that. Just like a random guy walking on the street. I feel like Madara would probably be pretty not interested in. Like that just kind of seems like it'd be a waste of time for him. So I do think I still have to put him in preferably not, just for the fear factor of encountering Madara in a dark alleyway. But yeah, as long as you're not Hashirama, you're fine. I kind of feel the same way. Like I don't think he's gonna be like I don't actually think you're gonna get like killed by Madara, but that'd still be a scary encounter. So we're gonna put him in preferably not. The Zetsus. White Setsu's going in meh. I don't care. He's just like everybody in the war. Actually, no, he's going down because I forgot that he can do gross things. He's going with the I just think your powers are kind of gross gang because he of the weird thing that he does in the war arc or not the war arc, the Five Kage summit when he like grows on everybody. That was pretty gross. So he's going in preferably not. Black Setsu is a little bit more complicated. Um no, actually, no, no, he's not. I've changed my mind and putting him in multiple question marks because this is implying they're separated, which Black Zetsu's like never separated from one of the White Zetsu. So that actually does just raise a lot of questions. So we're gonna put him here because I would be confused for sure. Then finally we have Kaguya. Yeah, I feel like Kaguya. I feel like I'm gonna put that in either death sentence or basically death sentence because definitely the implication is that something has gone horribly wrong. Like if Kage is even there, it's a really bad sign. Um I think I'm gonna put her in basically death sentence on account of the fact that you might not like you might get like put in the infinite Tsukuyomi and like turned into a Zetsu or whatever, which is kind of like dying, but not. So with that, now I think I'm just looking back and adjusting things. This is such a short stream. I thought it would be longer. So and what's scary is I do want to do this for Boruto, and there aren't even as many villains in that. So I'll just have to like spend an hour of it talking about Amato and hoping for the best. That's what I should have done with Obito. Is I should have just done an Obito character analysis while I'm here. I'm not going to, don't worry. So we're gonna look back. Yeah, no, the top I feel pretty confident in. Question marks feel pretty confident in. Preferably not as a weird category. Because like a lot of these people are just weird being in the same tier. Like, I don't know, part of me is saying, like, maybe Madara should, in fact, be in a different tier than those 2 guys who attacked Team 7 in the Land of Waves arc, but, I also feel like I went about this very scientifically and very correctly. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this tier list. There's nothing at all wrong with this tier list. It's very scientific, very accurate, very much no biases, no mistakes. So actually, because it is a perfect tier list, because this is the perfect tier list, I actually shouldn't move anything, and I should just, I dug my hole, and we're gonna stay right here in this fantastic tier list. So I mean, that's that. That was that was the stream. It was pretty short, but I'll stop sharing. Yeah, we're just hanging out. That was a fun time. It was a silly goofy tier list. I do want to stream more. I like I said, I want to do this again, but for Boruto villains. I also maybe want to stream and react to a Screen Rant or CBR list because those are always pretty funny. That would be pretty fun. So I might do that sometime. Things like that. Things like that. Yeah. So that I mean that was that. At this point, I'm just hanging out and trying to think of how to end the stream. Yeah, I do. I think I still have my Twitch linked somewhere, but I'm probably gonna, at least for now, if I do stream, it'll probably be on YouTube. This is just a lot easier than Twitch. And it goes together better because I also upload stuff on this channel, so it's nice. It's chill to have it all in one place. Ideally, next time I'll have a working microphone. My cord broke as soon as I scheduled the stream. So yeah, okay, I'll stop rambling now and end the stream. But thanks for being here, watching things. If you're watching the VOD, thank you for watching the VOD. And yeah, so bye.